Look around you. How many cars do you see, and how many are actually moving? The truth is, the average car sits parked more than 95% of the time. And for that privilege, you're spending a lot on something that's rarely even used. Buying it, fueling it, insuring it, maintaining it. It all adds up fast. Think about that. A costly, high-maintenance machine that mostly just sits there. But what if there were another way? A world where the car in your driveway, constantly depreciating, demanding time, money, and attention, simply doesn't exist as a personal possession. Instead, you have instant access to a vehicle whenever you need one, without ever owning it. Welcome to Transport as a Service, powered by driverless vehicles. And it's coming much sooner than you think. This isn't science fiction anymore. We've been inching toward full autonomy for decades. Most cars today are Level 2, adaptive cruise control, lane keeping, helpful but still reliant on you. Level 3 systems can handle specific conditions, but you still need to be ready to take over. The real revolution begins with Level 4 and Level 5. Vehicles that can drive themselves entirely, no steering wheel, no human needed. Not driver assist, driver replacement. Companies like Waymo, Cruise, and Tesla are already operating these cars in real cities. They're picking up passengers, navigating traffic, and learning with every trip. For example, Waymo's robotaxi service in San Francisco is open to the public. Anyone with the app can hail a driverless ride in parts of the city, and Cruise's fleet is operating around the clock in San Francisco for paying customers. This is the foundation that makes the end of car ownership not just possible, but inevitable. So if autonomous cars are already on the road, why would anyone still buy one? It really comes down to economics. Owning a car has always been a major investment. You pay the purchase price or the loan, then add insurance, parking, maintenance, and fuel. And even if you treat it well, the moment you drive it off the lot, it begins to lose value. Year after year, it quietly depreciates while you keep paying to keep it running. For decades, that trade-off made sense. A personal car meant freedom, flexibility, and independence. But what happens when you can get all of that without the costs or commitments of ownership? Imagine paying a simple, predictable subscription or a low per-mile rate. A clean, electric, autonomous vehicle arrives whenever you need it. No insurance paperwork, no surprise repair bills, no gas stations, no parking headaches. Once transport as a service becomes widely available, the logic of ownership starts to shift. When mobility itself becomes affordable and on-demand, investing thousands into something that spends most of its time parked just won't add up anymore. Money aside, the real reason car ownership may disappear is convenience and efficiency. Think about your daily drive. Traffic jams, circling for parking, stop-and-go stress. Most of your time behind the wheel is spent waiting rather than moving. Now imagine a world where you don't deal with any of that. You open an app and a clean, autonomous car arrives within minutes. It takes you exactly where you need to go, dropping you at the door and then moving on to pick up the next passenger. No more parking hassles. No more paying for gas or worrying about maintenance. No more accidents caused by human error. Autonomous vehicles are programmed to follow traffic rules perfectly, which could drastically reduce collisions. Even gridlock can improve. Self-driving cars can communicate and coordinate, traveling more efficiently than human drivers and smoothing traffic flow. Meanwhile, your commute transforms from a stressful chore into a productive or relaxing space. Catch up on work emails, make calls, read, nap, or stream your favorite show. Once people experience that level of seamless, safe, and stress-free mobility, owning a personal car will feel as unnecessary as owning your own elevator. It just won't make sense. This future isn't years away. It's already happening in parts of the world right now. In cities like San Francisco, Phoenix, and Austin, companies such as Waymo, Cruise, and Zoox are operating fully driverless vehicles. No one in the front seat, no hidden safety driver, just software, sensors, and AI doing all the driving. Passengers simply use an app to request a ride, much like Uber or Lyft. The car arrives, unlocks automatically, and takes them to their destination. The entire trip is autonomous from start to finish. Waymo's public robotaxi service has logged millions of driverless miles, safely transporting thousands of riders every week. Cruise vehicles are doing the same in select city zones, running 24/7. Zoox is testing purpose-built autonomous shuttles with no steering wheels or pedals, designed specifically for shared mobility. These systems rely on high-precision maps, advanced sensors, and AI prediction models that can detect pedestrians, cyclists, and other vehicles in real time. Each trip feeds back data, making the fleet smarter and safer over time. It's still early days, but these pilot programs are proof that transport as a service isn't theoretical. It's here, it's working, and it's growing fast. The shift away from personal car ownership isn't just good for individuals. It's transformative for our cities and our planet. Right now, enormous amounts of urban land are wasted on parking lots, garages, and wide roads built to store and move millions of idle cars. In most cities, parking takes up more space than housing. When we no longer need to park a personal car at every home, office, and shopping center, that land can be reclaimed, turned into parks, affordable housing, community hubs, bike lanes, and local businesses. Streets can be redesigned for people, not parking. Then there's safety. Human error causes over 90% of road accidents. That's millions of crashes every year, leading to hundreds of thousands of deaths and injuries. Autonomous vehicles don't get distracted, tired, or drive drunk. They follow the rules, monitor every angle, and can react faster than any human. That means fewer collisions, fewer emergency calls, and safer streets for everyone. Drivers, passengers, cyclists, and pedestrians alike. And of course, the environment. Electric driverless fleets will mean cleaner air and quieter neighborhoods. With smarter routing and shared rides, we'll have less congestion, shorter travel times, and far lower emissions. Each vehicle can be used far more efficiently, reducing the total number of cars needed by up to 80% in some models. Imagine stepping outside into a city with more trees than traffic lights, where the hum of engines is replaced by the sound of people and nature. This isn't just about cars. It's about reclaiming space, safety, and sanity, and redesigning our cities for the people who live in them. Of course, revolutions aren't simple. There are still hurdles ahead, regulation and liability. Who's responsible when a self-driving car crashes? Access. How do we make sure rural areas aren't left behind? And perhaps the hardest, emotion. For many, cars represent freedom, identity, and nostalgia. The open road, the family road trip, the weekend drive. Those attachments won't disappear overnight, but as technology improves and convenience wins hearts, sentiment will shift. The next generation may see car ownership the way we see landline phones, once essential, now obsolete. So when does it actually happen? The end of car ownership, not overnight, but the timeline is already unfolding. By the late 2020s, Level 4 vehicles will operate in major cities. By the 2030s, TaaS could dominate urban transport. By the 2040s, owning a personal car may be as rare as owning a horse. As costs fall and convenience rises, the shift becomes inevitable. The old model fades, not by force, but by choice. The future of mobility is arriving. Cleaner, safer, smarter, and more convenient than ever before. Car ownership, once a symbol of freedom, is becoming a relic of the past. The question isn't if driverless cars will replace human drivers, it's when you'll give up ownership yourself. So what do you think? Would you trade your keys for convenience? Let me know in the comments, and if you found this insightful, hit like, subscribe, and share. The driverless revolution is on the road, and the future is closer than you think.